Hi folks, welcome to your mwis Planning Outlook in association with Ellis Brigham. Now we're into an improving trend as we head through the middle of this week onwards as showers become fewer, pressure tending to build, warmer conditions, but the last statement on here is perhaps the crucial one because there's still a few forecast complications as a few dregs of fronts and a few areas of showers could still just be around to spoil things for some places, but on balance, as we head into the bank holiday weekend, it does look a better forecast than many recent weeks. We'll dive straight in and have a look at the charts. This is the situation for Wednesday then, an area of low pressure drifting away eastwards. Now that's still dragging in a rather cool flow of air from the north, but temperatures a little bit higher than what we've seen in some recent times. Now, many places escaping dry, but still the risk of a few areas of showers forming. Those may just cluster together for a time around Pennine areas into the afternoon and a scattering into the central highlands, but away from showers, a good amount of sunshine, best around coastal fringes by the afternoon, and excellent visibility will be around. Mostly light winds, typically from the north or the northwest. We're under a rather slack pressure pattern into Thursday, and many places dry with light winds, some sunshine, some variable cloud. Again, one or two areas of showers may just pop up, focused around Pennine regions again into the afternoon. Now these could be pretty well scattered, maybe not too many around, but just locally over an hour or so could become frequent. Many places though escaping with a dry and a bright day. A bit of a tangle going on out to the west of Ireland as various fronts are around, and what happens to those will be crucial in terms of where we go by the end of the week. Now treat this chart with caution even at this distance because what this front does as it comes in from the west is open to question. It may well be a weakening feature as it gets into a zone of generally high pressure, but it could just still be enough to produce some areas of patchy rain, some drizzle, some low cloud focused around many western hills. Further east and north you go, chances are you're in for a drier, brighter day. So keep a close eye on your local forecast at this distance. Mostly light winds. Many places could do quite well through Friday, but could just be enough of a nuisance from that front to spoil things for some. We stay under a fairly slack high pressure environment heading into the weekend, and again the leftovers of bits of fronts may just be enough of a nuisance to produce a few zones of low cloud for a time and a few areas of local showers. So again, at this distance, treat with a bit of caution any detail. Mostly light winds are expected, so any showers that do pop up will move around slowly, but away from these you may escape dry all the way through the day and some sunshine will be around. Cloud just tending to build up and fill in a bit through the day, but much of it will be above the hills. Not a great deal to see on the chart for Sunday. Again, at this distance, tricky with detail. One or two local showers are just possible, but many places likely to escape dry. We're under relatively high pressure, little wind around. A few local banks of cloud for a time in the morning, but much of it lifting up above the hills, and some sunshine will be around, and temperatures feeling quite pleasant. So cautiously optimistic as we head into the bank holiday weekend. Generally a good looking forecast for many places. Not a great deal happening in the atmosphere across the British Isles, but we're not quite parked underneath big zones of high pressure. We've got the main high away toward the Azores, the other zone around Scandinavia, and we're just somewhere in between under a relatively slack pressure environment, which just allows that scope for a few local showers to form. It's just going to take another couple of days or so to get the absolute detail out of the risk of any local showers. As we take things onwards though, it does seem as though low pressure over the North Atlantic tries to get back in, so most likely as we get into the start of next week we will see some fronts coming back in. Now whether those arrive for Bank Holiday Monday or it's a little bit further into the week, very uncertain, it must be said at this stage. I just expect that westerly flow to try and strengthen. Again, it's just because we've not quite got the high to have built over the top of us fully. So in terms of early next week, I think something more changeable coming in from the Atlantic is believable. Some warmer conditions coming in from the southwest for a time, but also the risk of an area of low pressure developing, which could bring some further wind and rain. And the overall outlook then for the early days of June does seem as though a general westerly weather flow is around, so some mixed conditions, some rain at times, temperatures around average, maybe a little bit cooler across Scotland as the wind flow is typically a west or a northwesterly. So western hills and mountains more often seeing some cloud and some rain or some showers. Further south and east, something drier and warmer more often. You can stay up to date every day with all your local forecasts, of course, on the MWIS website. That's been your Planning Outlook in association with Ellis Brigham. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.